So today we're going to learn how to build this wintry thing. Now I don't have a lot of time, so I can't really go into depth like I did in the last episode when we made this apartment. But this'll do. We'll just make a mini version of this. This is definitely a lot easier than over here, and I specialize in making roofs. I really like making roofs. I don't know. So this was a really fun build to do because that's basically all the build is. And I got lazy when I made it, so I made the front look good. And then I didn't decorate any of the other side of the house because I was too lazy. And we're doing the exact same thing today in this episode. Now before this video starts, I want to say if you're following a tutorial, watching how I'm doing it, do not copy what I do. If I'm gonna make a miniature of the house right here so you know how to make this if you want to, a big version of it, but I'm gonna make a small version of it. Do not copy what I do, use the techniques I show you, and make your own house. It's very simple the way I made this. Basically, I just have spruce surrounded by some stripped spruce logs, and then the door, which does face inwards. And then I just have it going in. So if I'm gonna make a mini version of this, it would look something like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It is really simple. I mean, it's not really that hard of a build to do. It just looks complicated because of the roof. But there it is. There's our mini version of the house, perfectly replicated, just smaller. All right, next up is the roof. Now, the roof can be done with all snow. I just added some quartz and bone block and white concrete, I think, just to add so it's just not all white, because that's not fun. That's not fun to look at. So a big thing that I did in the build is I had it go like a stair and then go way up at the top, and you can see that it goes up like a stair. And then this one goes up 2 blocks, and the last one goes up 3 blocks. And then it's just mirrored 2, and then stairs. And I'm just gonna do the same thing over here, but a little bit smaller. And I can even do something like that, since that's what I have in the main build. All right, and then I have it coming all the way around here. And for these side ones, I actually did these ones shorter than the ones in the front. So these ones go up all the way up there. But these ones, you can see they're a whole block shorter. They're a whole block shorter. So I'm just going to do that same thing, compensating for the fact that this is a smaller build. 1 whole block. Let's add 3 snows on the top just because I feel like it. And then for the back, I just copy exactly block for block what I have up there. And then the other side is also copied block for block. And then you have the base layers, and any roof you do, you want to start like this with the tallest arches laid out, so then you can do the rest of the build pretty easily. Now for this build, what I did is I looked at my arches and I went 1 block lower and built from there. I'm going to find the lowest point, so there's a ton of room on this front one, and connect those. And then I'm going to do the same thing with here, going all the way across. And then you have something like this, and then you can connect them. Remember, we're going to leave these 2 blocks 1 block down, so it's just going to go like that, and we can connect them all the way across. Since this is a smaller replica, we can't just do this because then there's these 2 blocks that are the same height, so we're going to actually take the snow and just come across like that on both sides. A big rule of thumb here is when you actually see snow fall, it's going to fall into the corners. So you're going to make the corners just a little bit bigger. So just clicking. Really, nothing special. I'm just clicking in the corners. And then you want to make it kind of fall in. And then the corners also are right here. So you're going to make it come up on the sides. Alrighty, so I'm just going to keep making those sides here and here taller. So it's kind of go whoop. Whoop, like a little big ol' U. Alright, so this is the roof, very small version, and you can add any other white block that you want. You can add quartz, you can add white concrete, you can add bone blocks, anything that's white, you can just layer it in here. I probably should have done this earlier, because as you can see, if I try to replace the snow with the quartz. It breaks the snow. Look at that. And then I have to re-go and put it back up. All right, so once you're happy with what that roof looks like, we can start with the walls, which are not as complicated as they seem. I just took a bunch of random ideas that I've learned, made a little mailbox in the front, put some barrels down, and covered them all with snow just to keep the fact that this is a snowy winterland and everything is covered with snow. And then I put a little netherwort farm to add some color. Nothing special at all. And for these sides right here, I put a composter with a barrel on top. Oh, so these black bars are going across. Then I put a spruce sign on it so you can barely see those black bars. And then I topped it off with stripped spruce logs and then had a button on top. So those are the poles to the house. I added a little campfire, a little lake, snow on the ground. It's honestly not that hard. You can already see like, oh, that's not hard. I just got campfire, hit it with a shovel so the fire went out. Little window with a door on it, lantern. It's super simple, just looks complicated. And for the chimney, I just have stone bricks going up, getting smaller, a little smaller as it goes up. Put a campfire straight there in the middle. Here's one angle of the chimney. Here's another, the last angle. Once this TikTok series gets a little harder and I'm doing huge builds, that's when these tutorials are probably actually going to be helpful. But for right now, it's just super small builds, very simple, that just look complicated because of how much detail I'm cramming into it. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you love this very lovely cabin. I'm just gonna fill in these holes. It's really just to show off that you can build a roof. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.